Hello everyone and welcome to the SBI Securities weekly wrap podcast. So first, let's discuss how the markets have been in the week gone by. During the week, Nifty 50 continued to trade range bound between 19,200 to 19,600 levels and ended the week on a positive note with gains of 0.9% at 19,435 levels. Mimicking the same, Sensex also posted 0.8% week-on-week gains. The indices advanced after snapping 5 weeks of losses. Outperforming sectors during the week were Nifty Realty up 5.8%, Nifty Metal up 5.1%, likely due to weakness in dollar index, and Nifty CPSE up 4.2%. Reliance Industries AGM was widely tracked by the street and promoters reiterated their vision of growing retail, telecom, financial services and green energy business at a rapid clip coupled with Young Brigade taking charge of board seat. India's 1Q FY24 GDP grew 7.8% YOY on a high base of 13.2% in 1Q FY23, which was a post-COVID recovery quarter. The number is in line with consensus expectations but marginally below RBI's estimate of 8%. Auto sales numbers for the month of August 23 is in line with expectation with robust 14.5% YOY growth in total sales volume from Maruti, stock price up 9% in a week and 11% YOY from Eicher. Mood is buoyant for automakers led by optimism fueled by upcoming festive season and new launches. On the global front, China continued to grapple with slowdown and is trying various measures to boost the economic growth. Clearly, the party is on in mid and small cap space with both the indices capturing new peak. Street is buzzing with speculation about the agenda of upcoming special 5 days parliament session beginning from 18 September and is hopeful of some major positive reforms. For the next week, we expect equity markets to trade with positive bias with potential outperforming sectors like auto ancillary, public sector enterprises, metals and mining, power, mid-cap IT, real estate, etc. Persistent weak rainfall in the month of September 23 can act a party spoiler and investors are recommended to keep booking profits in staggered manner in mid and small caps. Talking about the weekly sectoral gainers and losers of NSE are, except for Nifty FMCG and Pharma, all the other sectoral indices ended the week positively on NSE. The Nifty Realty, Metal, Auto, IT, Energy, Media and Consumption sectors were the biggest sectoral gainers with weekly gains of 5.8, 5.1, 3.7, 1.9, 1.4, 1.3 and 1.1% respectively. While Nifty FMCG and Pharma were the biggest sectoral losers with weekly loss of 0.5% and 0.1%. Talking about the weekly Nifty 50 gainers and losers. The top 5 gainers in Nifty 50 during the week were Jio Financial Services, Maruti Suzuki India, Tata Steel, NTPC and Hindalco Industries. Whereas the top 5 losers in Nifty 50 were Dr. Reddy's Laboratory, Hindustan Unilever, Reliance Industries, Adani Enterprises and BPCL. Taking a check of some key monitorable. The fund flows during the week continue to remain healthy with both FIIs and DIIs net buying to the tune of Rs 1,865 crores and Rs 9,570 crores respectively. Rupee depreciated 0.2% on a weekly basis against USD at 82.8 rupees per US dollar. Brent crude increased 4.7% on a weekly basis to $87.7. The 10-year US bond yield eased to 4.091 levels from a close of 4.231 levels last week. Some of the key economic developments during the week were the US economy added 1,87,000 jobs in August according to the Labor Department, but wage growth slipped and jobless rate climbed to 3.8%. A relatively strong labor market has added to the hopes that US can bring inflation down without tipping the economy into recession. The consumer sentiment data came in softer than expected at 106.1 versus expected 116. US Fed will continue to monitor the incoming data, especially core inflation numbers, before taking decision on rate hikes in the upcoming US Fed meeting on 20th September. India's April 23 to July 23 fiscal deficit widens. The first 4 months fiscal deficit stood at Rs 6.06 trillion or 33.9% of annual estimates. The robust surplus transfer of Rs 87,416 crores by RBI has provided a cushion and lifted non-tax revenues. India's manufacturing activity at 3-month high. India's factory growth rose to a 3-month high in August 23. India's manufacturing PMI in August 23 stood at 58.6 in August 23, up from 57.7 in July 23. India's manufacturing activity has seen an expansion for straight 26 months, the longest stretch since March 20. Some key corporate developments during the week were Zomato. There were two block deals during the week where Tiger Global's Internet Fund 3 PT sold 12.35 crore shares, Opleto Asia sold 3.2 crore shares, and SVF Growth Singapore sold 10 crore shares. Buyers were Kotak Fund India Midcap Fund, Axis Mutual Fund, Morgan Stanley Asia, Society General, Goldman Sachs, Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund, Kotak Mahindra AMC, BNP Paribas, and Invesco Mutual Fund. Sula Vineyards. Verlin West Asia sold 1.06 crore shares at Rs 484.13 per share. Buyers were HDFC Mutual Fund, Morgan Stanley Asia, Society General, and Gisello Master Fund. Reliance Industries owned Viacom 18 bagged the TV and digital rights to BCCI's international bilateral cricket matches held in India as well as domestic matches for Rs 5,963 crores for a period of 5 years. This development augurs well for shareholders of TV18 Broadcast Limited in medium to long term. NTPC approved an investment proposal for Lara Super Thermal Power Project Stage 2, which will be set up at an estimated cost of Rs 15,530 crores. Genus Power Infrastructure bagged an order worth Rs 2,247 crores for design, supply and installation of 24.18 lakh metering infrastructure service. Including this, order book stands at Rs 11,000 crores. Auto sales numbers for August 23, some of the companies which delivered healthy sales were Mahindra & Mahindra. The passenger vehicle dispatches rose 25% YOY to 37,270 units, clocking highest ever monthly dispatches yet again as the company continues to scale up production. Maruti Suzuki India. The total sales rose 14.5% YOY to 1.89 lakh units as dispatches of utility vehicles more than doubled. Atul Auto. The total sales were up 33.9% YOY at 2,610 units as against 1,950 units sold in the year ago period. For key corporate actions in next week, kindly refer to our weekly wrap-up report. The link to view the report is shared in the description below. This was all about the weekly market podcast. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.